Good morning, and this morning I want to talk about PlayStation Now. Now, those of you who follow my channel know that I've been a bit of an advocate for Xbox Game Pass for some time. I do have some issues with the service, and I do think that moving forward we may encounter more issues with games as service becoming more and more of a thing. And we won't be getting games that are finished on release because you pay your money up front and you're like, oh, wow, I'll play this for a bit and it'll get improved. And I don't think that's a very good way of doing things. I want to see games released that are finished. All that aside, though, I do think that Game Pass is good value for money. And it is a good service. The fact that you can download the games to your hard drive and play them means that they're exactly the same as they are if you were to buy them. PlayStation Now, on the other hand, has two issues above and beyond that of Xbox Game Pass. And specifically on price, it's a lot more expensive. Xbox Game Pass, $7.99 a month. PlayStation Now, $12.99 a month. Way too expensive for my money. Works out at £155.88 a year. The other thing is, most of the games on PlayStation Now, and certainly when it started, all of the games on PlayStation Now were streamed. And anytime you're streaming anything, you know that there's going to be issues. My network went down the other day. We were watching something on Netflix. We couldn't carry on watching it. But even when it's up and running, streaming services for gaming, as it stands, are not ideal because of things like latency. So Xbox had an advantage over PlayStation Now in that area as well because you would download the games. However, Sony have addressed these issues. One as a temporary fix and the other as a kind of partial fix. The first one obviously is price. They've reduced the price and it's now gone down to $8.99 a month. However, that is a timed deal. That deal runs out on the 14th of February this year. That's 2019. So, if you are interested in PlayStation Now and you would like to try it, do it now. You will get it for $8.99 a month and that will be guaranteed for a year. And it's tempting to me. I'm tempted to give it a go. The other thing is that a lot of the games now are downloadable. So let's just go into it and have a look. So if we go into the store, because I haven't actually got this service. I haven't bought the service because it was too expensive. But there you go. You've got PlayStation Now. So if we go over here, you've got start your trial. I think you get a week's trial. And then you can go in and you can pay. And with this $8.99 a month, that's a much better deal. And as I say, it is guaranteed for a year. So you would be paying $8.99 a month for a year instead of $12.99 a month, which works out a lot cheaper. So let's go in and see all games. And if you look, as it says up there, $8.99 price guaranteed for a year. So that's cool. If you buy it now, you will get it for that price. I know I keep going on, but it is a lot better. And then you've got all these different games. You've got most popular, recently added, Discover, Pick Up and Play, Family Friendly, Critically Acclaimed, Lego, PlayStation Exclusives, Shooters, Beat 'em Ups, PS2 Classics. Now, the games that you can download are the PlayStation 2 Classics and the PS4 games. So games like Blood-Borne that are on here, you can play and you can actually go in and download them. So let's just have a look at one of those games now. So let's find one that is a PlayStation 4 game. So I was talking about Blood-Borne. Let's go into Blood-Borne. So if we click on Blood-Borne, if you see here, you've got Get Started, Add to your list, Download to PlayStation 4, and it shows you the file size. So that is what you would want. You don't want to be streaming it unless you're really lucky and you've got an amazing streaming service. And even with me, I've got a decent streaming service. I wouldn't want to stream it. I would download it. So that's much better than it was previously. And then it just gives you some information how to transfer saved game data. But if we go down here, come on. I want the details. Let's go back up to the top and across to details. That's what we want, details. If you look on the right hand side here, it's got the publisher, Sony Interactive, and genre, and so on and so forth. Tells you all about the game. Original platform, PlayStation 4. So that was a PlayStation 4 game and you can download it. Let's just go out of Blood-Borne for a minute. And if we go down to a PlayStation 3 game, because Uncharted 3 on here is the PlayStation 3 version. It's not the PlayStation 4 version. So let's just click on that. Why they haven't updated it to be the PlayStation 4 version, I don't know. But it says add to your list or get started. So you can basically, if we go down, it says PlayStation 3 game. If you look across on the right hand side, original platform PlayStation 3. If we go back, you can add to your list or get started. If we click on get started, it says please wait. Testing connection. So it's a streaming only game. So we've looked at a PlayStation 4 game. You can download it or you can stream it. With a PlayStation 3 game, unfortunately not. Any PlayStation 3 games are still stream only. I've passed the test. There you go. So let's just go back. And it's saying confirm purchase. I don't want to do that at this stage. Although I am tempted at $8.99 a month. The ability to play PlayStation 3 games appeals to me, but still being able to stream them doesn't appeal to me. And the fact is I've got a PlayStation 3 outside in the office and I can play PlayStation 3 games on that. So why would I need this? If it was downloadable, that would change things for me. And if I could put the disc in, like I can with the Xbox, and play the PlayStation 3 games I've played, again, different issue. But, you know, that's an argument for another day. So we looked at Blood-Borne, we've looked at Uncharted 3, a PlayStation 4 game and a PlayStation 3 game. Let's go in and have a look at our PlayStation 2 Classic. So I don't know, it doesn't really matter which one. And if you look on here again, you've got get started, add to your wish list, download to PlayStation 4. So again, with the PlayStation 2 games, you can also download them to your hard drive and they will work better if you download them to your hard drive. As we look on here again, I'm showing the original platform, PlayStation 2. So yeah, the price currently up until the 14th of this month is $8.99, which works out at £107.88 per year. And I think that is a much more reasonable price. And the fact that, well, the PlayStation 4 games that are on here and the PlayStation 2 games that are on here can be downloaded is also a plus point. I can understand why they can't do it with PlayStation 3 games because there's an obvious issue there. The architecture of the PlayStation 3 was very different and it would be extremely difficult for them to emulate any of those games on the PlayStation 4 directly. Hence, that's why they need to stream them. So while I have an issue with that and I would rather be able to download it to the hard drive, I can understand why that is a problem. However, moving forward, I could see the next gen with PlayStation 5, there's no reason why that couldn't have the power to emulate the PlayStation 3, at which point we could see these games are available to download. And that would be ideal for me, whereby you can choose whether you want to download it or stream it. And I can see that happening with the PlayStation 5. And I can also see Xbox going the other way and allowing you to stream games or download them as well. Whereas at the moment you can download them, in the future you'll be able to stream them. With PlayStation 5, you'll be able to stream them as you can now, or you'll be able to download them. And that'll be across the board, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, and obviously when they move forward to PlayStation 5, if they have any streaming games for PlayStation 5 as well. And I can see more games being made available as an option to stream or download via the service, in the same way that Microsoft are releasing new games to get Xbox Game Pass. So anyway, that's what I think about the service. I think it's improved a lot. I'm still in two minds as to whether I'm going to sign up for it. I may do, just because, well, I'm a YouTuber and I would like to be able to talk about it again. So I may sign up for it. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Sony should drop the price permanently to $8.99? I certainly do. And would you like to see, moving forward with the PlayStation 5, the ability to actually download PlayStation 3 games to the hard drive, as well as the option to stream? That's where I stand on it, but you may think completely differently. And if you do, come in the comments and we can have a chat about it. But in the meantime, that's me done. I'm going to go and grab myself a cup of tea, and I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Bye.